In this video, I'll be talking about Dark Souls 2 and if it's a good game. Recently, I just finished my first playthrough of the game, so my judgment is not clouded by nostalgia. When I started the game, it was very hard, just as I expected from a Souls game. But the difficulty isn't going to be the first thing we're talking about. First thing I'll be talking about is the bosses. Oh, never mind. Most of the bosses in this game weren't challenging at all. The few that I can think of that actually challenged me were Sir Alone, when I fought the Smelter Demon for the first time, and Veldstadt. One of the bosses that I was really excited for but ended up disappointing me was Fume Knight. I first tried him and I thought he was going to be one of the hardest bosses from what I had seen.
I gotta be smart with this. I gotta be really smart. I wasted my heals because I was being. I got him. I got him. Oh my gosh. He wasn't even hard.
Fume Knight wasn't hard, but it was a really fun boss fight. None of these boss fights were necessarily hard, but a lot of them were really fun, but not the Demon Song. In my opinion, the worst boss in the entire game was either Lud and Zolin, specifically because of their boss run back, or Nashandra. Nashandra was actually the easiest boss in the entire game, and she's supposed to be the final boss. That upsets me. What more do I need to say when you see this fight?
Unless she. Yeah, I knew there was an AoE coming. Dang, this is a really easy boss. Like, this is very sad that it's the final boss. Dang. I'm not gonna lie, that really sucks.
After Nashandra, though, I had hope because Aldia pulled up. I was like, man, this is the real final boss. Maybe it'll be a really fun, interesting boss fight. Move number 1, fireballs. Move number 2, weird trees come out of the ground. Move number 3, line of trees. Final move, gigantic fireball. Needless to say, this was a really easy boss fight.
Alright.
Next, I'll be talking about weapons. The weapons I used for the playthrough was the Chaos Blade and the Bewitched Alone Sword. Both are katanas. Honestly, a lot of the boss weapons in this game were absolutely amazing. For example, Veldstadt's Chime Hammer special move allows you to shoot dark orbs at people. Or the Sir Alone Katana allows you to stab yourself in order to get a buff that looks really cool. The Ivory King Ultra Great Sword has a cool lightsaber aura around it when you swing it. Needless to say, boss weapons were incredible in this game. But so were normal weapons. Like the Great Sword was amazing. Uchikatana was amazing. Blue Flame was amazing. There were almost like no bad weapons in this game, unless you count the starting ones. I really like the story, but I also can't explain the story. This guy can, though. Yeah! Last but definitely not least, gameplay. There were some very small instances where an enemy would do an attack and you would dodge, but you'd get hit. The game is really weird sometimes. Sadly, I don't have any footage of this. Don't know how. It happened to me a lot, but I can't find any footage right now.
I forgot how slow its swings are. Oh my. Oh, no, my bad. This boss run back is terrible.
I mean, it's alright, like.
So I think the default ending is to do this. But This is almost like the bad ending. Man, I don't need no throne, bro. Who needs the throne? Let's be honest. This is literally the same as Dark
There
Souls.
is no path. Beyond the scope of life, beyond the reach of dark. What could possibly await us?
I'm very confused.
And yet we seek it insatiably. Such is our fate.
Hmm. My biggest question right now is I killed Aldia. So how is he still talking to me?
So the question remains, is Dark Souls 2 good?
I remember
I
being
believe
here. I've
so.
been here